Hello there. Dr. Bill Crawford here, psychologist, speaker, author of 7 books, host of 2 PBS specials. Here again to bring you another tip on how to help you create the life you want. Specifically, how to use my life from the top of the mind philosophy to bring more clarity, confidence, creativity to everything you do. Today I want to talk about the concept of kind of bringing a certain amount of confidence to what we do. You've all heard the term, fake it till you make it. And of course, that's designed to give people a sense of, okay, if you don't quite know what you're doing, just pretend that you do, and pretty soon you'll learn, and hey, it'll all be good. And if you're talking about the difference between, pretending you know what you do or faking it till you make it versus just kind of buckling under some terrible burden of a lack of confidence, then maybe that's a good idea. I'm going to suggest there's a better alternative, however. And this comes from my philosophy, Life from the Top of the Mind. For those of you who have seen my seminars or read my books, you know it really looks at how the brain processes information. We've got this lower reactive brain called the brainstem. We've got the middle brain that actually acts as a kind of a scanner, processor, router, kind of determines what part of the brain's engaged. And then we have this upper 80% of the brain, what I call the top of the mind, the neocortex. This is where we have access to the best of who we are. So to me, what I like to do when I'm helping people kind of bring their best to a situation is not fake it till you make it, because when we're faking it, there is a part of us go, wait a minute, I'm faking this. I have no real sense. It's almost a pretend facade we're putting on. Matter of fact, there is an actual concept called the imposter syndrome, where people are always worried that people are going to find out, man, I really have no clue what I'm doing here. They're going to discover this. They're going to kick me out. I really don't belong here because I'm not good enough. So rather than just kind of flipping that to, yes, I'm going to pretend I am, fake it till you make it, I like to ask the question, okay, what part of the brain am I coming from? What part of me am I coming from? Because there is a part of us that is frightened or insecure or full of self-doubt or maybe even angry, frustrated, stressed. That's that lower 20% of the brain. That's the reactive part. Then there's the best of who we are. When I'm working with a client, I encourage them to create a list of 20 qualities or characteristics of them at their best. Now, a lot of people say, 20? I might be able to do 5, but 20? I'm wanting to kind of push an envelope here. I'm wanting to give them a sense of how to overwhelm that limbic system, this middle part of the brain, to really recognize that there are a lot of qualities and characteristics that when I'm coming from the best of who I am, hey, I don't have to fake it. These qualities and characteristics allow me to be successful. These are qualities and characteristics that anyone would want as an employee or as a partner, as a parent, as a citizen on the planet, because this is who I am, kind of curious and conscientious and caring and open-minded and hopeful and loving and confident. This is who I am at my best. So rather than faking it till you make it, which again has us kind of really pretending to be something we're not, I suggest we access the best of who we are. I mean, who am I when I am confident, clear, creative, curious? What's my tone of voice like? Can I remember a time in the past when I was confident and clear and curious and open-minded and clear about the qualities I wanted to bring? If so, if I begin to imagine being that way, see, what's cool about the brain is it doesn't know the difference between a real and an imagined event. So when I can imagine a time in the past when I was bringing my best to life and then bring that to this situation, I'm not faking it. I'm bringing a real part of me to the situation. And as I do that, I actually rewire the brain. The brain is kind of made up of these neural pathways. Some go from the limbic system down to the brainstem where we get stressed, frustrated, angry, resentful, or self-doubt. Others go from the limbic system up to the neocortex where we access the best of who we are, the most purposeful part of who we are. When we are imagining being that way and then imagining bringing this to life and then bringing that best to the situation by being the best of who we are, we're not faking it, we're bringing a real part of who we are to this situation. That begins to sustain a brand new neural pathway, and after a while this does start to become your new habit, but not because you've been faking it until you're making it. It now has become a new habit because you've been being this way, bringing the best of who you are to a situation until that just starts to become easy and natural and second nature. If this sounds like something you would like, what I would encourage you to do is look at the situations in your life where you really want to bring your best. Get really clear about what that best is. Begin to imagine bringing that to life and then go into those situations practicing that. Anything we practice, we get good at. If you would like me to come and speak to your organization about how everybody can bring their best to the situation, this is what I love to do. I go around the world doing this. All you got to do is go to my website, billcrawfordphd.com, or just Google Bill Crawford, Ph.D. I'll come up on the first page. Hit the contact button, let me know what you're interested in. Love to talk with you about that. Also, if you're liking these videos, hey, please hit the like button. You know how Google and Facebook and YouTube, all these folks love it when you like it. Share it with your friends if you feel it's valuable. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Friend me on Facebook if you like. What I like to do is bring one of these videos to you each week along with a concept of how you can bring more clarity, confidence, creativity to everything you do. So again, if this has been meaningful to you, I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. All you got to do is just practice bringing the best of who you are, that clear, confident, creative part of you to life. That becomes your second nature. There's no need to fake it. You are now being your authentic self. See you in the next video.